Welcome to The Tea and the Take. I am your host, Gabriella Wisdom, and today I have writer, director, producer, Jon Rose.
Hi, everybody.
First of all, I have to ask Jon, do
Yeah.
you have any tea for me? Anything?
You know, I'm a homebody, you know what I mean? I'm a pretty undramatic person. But I will say I have a movie out or coming out soon. And it's pretty secretive. It's an indie film, so that technically is tea.
That
you know
is
what I mean?
tea.
Yeah, it's tea, right?
What's the name of it?
It's called Molar. And it's, yeah.
That sounds so familiar. It's almost like
I think oh my God, I'm just remembering. I think you might have been in a scene.
You know what?
Of Molar.
I'm remembering. I think I was too.
Yeah, with a couple of girls who look a little bit similar to you. I think you might share some genetics.
This is actually a very special project for me personally because I tried so hard to get my sisters, Lydia and Sophia, to be in the industry with me. I just wanted to do it together.
Right.
And you are such a wonderful friend that you cast them. And we have a small speaking role in this movie for like one scene.
They made the cut.
They made the cut.
Yeah.
And it's the only project I'm ever going to have, most likely, unless I can convince them again, with my sisters. And so it's so special to me. I can't wait to get that moment and just be like,
they both do so well, and they get laughs. We've been doing screenings recently, and that your little section gets laughs, and it's great. And they were really good.
They are good.
Yeah, it was cute because it was kind of like, in the 50s, how they're like the McGuire sisters or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, you guys would have been a really good, band, too.
I mean, I adore them. I wish they would.
They're super
Maybe
sweet.
they'll see it, and you'll actually start their acting career again for real.
Yeah, right.
But also, the star of the movie is my dear friend Malcolm. And
the love of my life, Robert Malcolm Cumming. I'm here today. That's the actual tea. I love you, Malcolm.
And I love you, Malcolm.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a hard time choosing because I love you more.
Yeah.
I feel like Malcolm is such a one in a lifetime person. Once in a lifetime.
For better or worse, there's no one like him. You know what I mean? It's great talking to him because you have no idea what's going to come out of his mouth at any given moment, and it's like Russian roulette.
He's so genuine. Oh yeah. Through everything I've gone through this summer, I feel like he's been somebody that I can always rely on or talk to and never be like, oh, I'm being too much.
Yes.
And yeah.
No, he's great. You can call him at 2 a.m. You can call him at any, and he's like, what do you got?
Exactly.
Boss? What do you need to do? What do you need to talk about?
Did you meet him through casting him for this project?
Yeah. In fact, everybody in the movie, I was living in the Bay Area for a long time, and I was about to make a movie right before COVID, a feature film. And then, COVID happened. So things got put on pause. So I stayed up there a little bit longer, but I got to LA 2021, I think.
Okay.
And I didn't know anybody. I made my producer, maybe it was most. I just picked and choose who I wanted to be in the movie. And it was kind of cool too, because I was picking my friends.
Yeah.
I was like, I love this DP. I want to hang out with him. He's also very talented. I got to pick a family, which was so great. This is why
you're nice to everybody on set, because you never know who's going to give you your next job.
100%. Yeah. There's a lot. I've worked for people I've hired as PAs.
Also, maybe just be nice to people because
it's a good
life is hard. So just be nice.
Totally agree.
But so Malcolm auditioned, and that's how you
Malcolm did audition, and we loved his audition. He was so good. It was exactly what I'd imagined. We had kept the role pretty open. It could have been 50 years old or 30 years old, and we were going to move the story towards whoever was best for the part.
Oh, I love that, actually.
Yeah, because we were we also didn't have casting agents. We had a budget of $35,000. So what we didn't have is time. So we looked at 1,000 people for Malcolm. We have the backstage. It's 1,000 people. I saw maybe 700 tips.
I love when people say that about a project that I book or that.
Right, because it means the competition was high.
Yeah, it's not we watched some tapes. No, it's 1,000 people and I was chosen.
Yeah, we scoured the internet.
And you found the right person.
Yeah, we met some crazies too. It's when you see 1,000 actors in LA, you get a real sort of understanding of the temperature in this place. Anyone that stands out?
Anything that you were just that was an audition I'm never going to forget, but maybe in a bad way?
There was some bad. There was mostly bad, sadly. But there was also a lot of good. There was one audition where a guy didn't do a self-tape. He just had the script and he just did 14 different scenes, went around San Diego, did it in an office, went to a garage. It was a 15-minute video of him just self-taping his own audition and talking to different people. So that means he may have just bumped into people and been hey, can you read opposite me? It was really fascinating. And he was pretty good, but he was a bit unhinged, I think. We called him back and then he wasn't as good in the
I hate when that happens.
I know, it's sad.
I think my worst
People get nervous.
audition, I went I went to an in-person audition back when we still had those. Please bring them back.
Yeah, so fun.
And I just like freaked out for the first time in an audition.
Right.
And I went in and I started reading like off. Like I was just like reading it and looking up and reading. And then
were you reading like stage directions? You were like,
no,
she walks across the.
No, but like I like wasn't, you know, like I was just reading my lines.
Yeah.
I was so nervous out of nowhere.
Sure.
I looked up in the middle and I said, "You're not going to cast me." And I got my stuff and I left.
Wow, you just walked out.
I literally looked at
They
them and
looked at each
said,
other there. She's perfect.
no, I said, let's be honest. I'm not good for this. You're not going to cast me. And I was like having like my first like panic attack. And I just got up and I left and I cried in my car and I was like, well, I hope I never see those people again. So wherever you are, if you're watching this, hi.
Yeah.
I'm better.
She's back.
This was like 2020.
Okay, got
this
it.
was like when
That's
I first
when
got
you
to
started
LA.
acting?
No, but it was like when I first got to LA. So it's when essentially,
Yeah,
yes.
okay, got it,
I'd
got it,
been
got it.
trying for a while, but that's when I got my first project. And it's when I really started auditioning.
Okay.
And I didn't appreciate in-person auditions enough. I love
They're
them.
great. They're
you get
great.
to know somebody.
Yeah.
I feel like
And that's how a set is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, every time you're on set, especially for a big film, I mean, you're kind of like in a small theater. There's like 40 people there, gaffers, like drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes. So you better be able to do it, you know?
Exactly.
And everyone's looking right at you. So.
no, it's one of those things where it's like if I go in person, I feel like I have 75% more of a shot of booking that role.
Right.
Because I feel like I feel like people are always like, whenever they meet me, they're like, oh, whatever my perception of you is completely different. I'm sure like everyone watching this podcast who has never met me and only follows me on social media, they're like, huh, I did not think she'd be that annoying. Or whatever they're thinking. I'm like,
she's even more cringe. No, I'm kidding.
yeah,
I'm totally kidding.
no,
I'm
they're,
kidding.
they're like, oh.
Yeah,
And
this
I'm
actually
like,
tracks. Yeah.
welcome to the show, baby. It's
Right.
been like this since
You
who knows when.
when I do auditions though, I mean, definitely a reading is good, but I think if you really want to cast somebody and you want to see the entirety of their humanity, like you gotta go for coffee and get to know them and like have a conversation with them, because then you can see. I think often the things that people think are their strengths, like, they don't even know their strengths. You know what I mean? And you
Very
need to create
much.
a situation in which they can like be as much themselves and kind of express themselves, so that you can kind of believe in things that they don't even know are possible. You know what I mean? That's what I'm always trying to do on set. Is
I will
create an
say
environment like that.
I've had people like I get cast on something and they're like, can we go for coffee?
Yeah.
And I've had somebody be like, the whole movie is on you. It's a low budget movie.
Right.
If you don't do good, it's going to be bad.
That's
and
high pressure.
It was high pressure, but also they were like, I am casting you because I know you can do good.
Yes.
And I was like, when you know someone believes in you and you feel that belief, it was pressure.
Yes.
I think I like pressure, but I also like when someone's like, I know you can rise to this occasion, not like, and not the attitude of like, you better.
Yeah.
But like having someone believe in me makes me better.
Right. And
everyone.
whatever function of motivation you need to take on for that specific person for them to reach those heights, that could be either like tough love or it can be kind of nurturing, whatever it needs to be. It's like people have like so much more potential and you just got to kind of access that.
I always like feel like I don't know how to like, you can't like tell somebody this, especially in this day and age, but I'm like, if I ever have a scene where I need to cry and I can't and the director yells at me, guess what? I'm going to cry. So please yell at me.
That's good to know for the future when I cast you. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
if you cast me and I'm not crying, just be like, I'm so disappointed in you.
I'm like, you're a failure. Yeah.
Instant tears. Like shame me in front of everybody. And then you can pull me aside later and I will forgive you. If you get the tears out of me, I don't care how you get them.
Yeah, an acceptable toxic work environment.
Acceptable toxic, as long as you take it back immediately after.
I'm so sorry.
Everyone.
I did not mean that.
Be like, that was simply for the tears, people.
Exactly.
I would never actually speak to it.
Method director.
Like, I need a minute. No. But
yeah.
Also, what was your inspiration behind this film?
I had heard a story about a guy who hurt his tooth and his life kind of unraveled. He was like very financially precarious. And I heard that, I mean, it was much more, it was sadder than our movie. Our movie takes place over a period of an evening and it's a little bit like darkly comic. His life just really, he started self-medicating and he was living out of his car. And I just found that element, that somebody who was so, I don't know, financially, precarious, having their whole life fall apart was really interesting. I think it was indicative of like the medical industry, homelessness, the state of like class in America, and that we don't have safety nets was like, so I put that away for a while and I couldn't really find an angle for it. And then I was like, what if I could do it as a satire? And then that's how Molar came about.
I've actually lived this.
You've had a bad tooth and it's like
And it spiraled to like one of the worst days of my life. Yes.
Yes, 100%. It can happen.
Yeah, I don't know if we have.
Have you had a bad? I mean, it's the most painful experience. You can't eat. You can't talk.
I had a root canal, and then right before I left for a trip to Yosemite, like literally 2 hours, the cap to my I did not have a permanent.
Oh, no.
The cap came out, and so the person I was with at the time was like, I still want to go to Yosemite. And I was like, we have to look up dentists close by then because I need to go get this. I can't eat because it's a root canal.
Yeah.
And basically I ended up drinking.
On one side of your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was really hungry when we got there. And so I got a protein shake from a gas station that was close to Yosemite and it ended up being bad. So then I vomited for 10 hours straight.
Oh my God.
And
I wish I had
wrote
this movie.
He literally left me in the parking lot with my head hanging out of the car, just vomiting for hours while him and his friends went hiking. And then when I was done, they took me to the dentist. I got a cap put on and then I tried to like get back to health the entire trip. And he was so mad at me for ruining the trip. And I was like,
God, who is this?
It was an ex-boyfriend.
An ex-boyfriend. Okay, gotcha.
Obviously, guys, we get it. I can't pick good guys. Okay, you don't have to comment.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you have a type, huh?
I have a type. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. So I if anyone's like, oh, that doesn't really make sense. I get it.
Oh no, 100%. I mean, and the movie's not really about a tooth. Like,
Yes.
I won't spoil it, but like it's experimental in the sense like it starts small, but it escalates
It's
rapidly.
about how things spiral.
Yes, exactly. And yes, 100%. And then you end up in a parking lot vomiting out kale. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
or a bad protein shake.
I have
never drank muscle milk ever again, and I never will.
Yeah, you don't need it. Just work out.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
It traumatized me.
I
was also going to ask, what was your favorite moment from this adventure of producing and filming, like something that you didn't expect maybe? Yeah.
Oh man, it's so hard to do it without spoiling any of the movie, but there's like a lot of scene. We wrote the ending of the movie in the very last, last quarter. And that was probably the most fun because it was so spontaneous. We had, I don't want to say too much, but we did not plan it. We had made the whole film. It was all together. We looked at it and we were like, there's just something missing. This needs to go somewhere. And we aren't there. So we kind of in like 4 days, I wrote it and like talked to Malcolm about it. We got some footage from him. And that was really exciting to shoot it, it's an emotional sequence. And it was like the last thing we shot too.
That's
so it was
amazing.
really emotional and great.
Are you the kind of writer, director, producer that whenever you write something, you're like, you have to stick to the script, or you?
No.
I love that.
No, it's all malleable. I mean, no one reads a script. I mean, maybe if it's on, they'll buy it in 20 years, on Amazon or something like that. But no, it's like, it should be a blueprint, but you're creating kind of a parameter in which like exciting things, spontaneous things can happen.
And those are my favorite things to work in.
Yes, of course. Well, I mean, it's like people aren't going to like check with the script and be like, oh, you went off. It's like, so often even after I cast somebody, I will do 3 or 4 rehearsals and and like move the character more to them and let them build it and bring some creativity to the role.
I
then they give ownership.
actually have a movie coming out called Strangers. Cool. Strangers Among Us. We've changed the name a couple times. It's not my fault, guys.
Yeah. We can like ad lib something later on.
Stranger Among Us. And every take I did, I'm the lead of that movie. Every take after we got the take, I was like, can I just do like a wild take?
Oh, and yeah. Did Malcolm tell you about that?
No, he didn't.
Because that's what we did
curious.
We did that on Molar.
How many of those did you use?
It depends. It depends on, I mean, I would say we used 10 to 20%. They were really good. Some scenes we couldn't use it because it just didn't fit with the tone.
Yeah.
But Malcolm is a writer himself, so he comes up with some brilliant stuff. There's one sequence in the movie where he's driving around a car and he's having a freak out, and I was just literally in the passenger seat, and I'd be like, okay, now talk about how short you are. And he would just rage about how yell at the guy. So that that was entirely him.
Yeah.
I didn't write a single word of it.
Well,
so sometimes we use a lot, sometimes we use none.
I actually have seen nothing of this project.
I know, which makes it kind of interesting
these are the things I'm like, I'm looking forward to this so much.
Yeah.
How, from the moment you started writing this till now, how many years has it been since you started this?
I wrote the very first draft of a short film, like maybe 23. And I left it alone and wrote a bunch of other scripts. But over the years, I kept coming back to it. I don't know why. I just liked the idea. And I added new characters and new plot points, so it kind of built over a period of 10 years. But it was like in between scripts, I'd go back and write that one. And it never was supposed to be my first film. I had a bunch of other ones, but for some reason it just felt right. You know what I mean? I was reading the script and I was like, I like this. It's easy. And also from a producing perspective, it was easier to do.
I do think I haven't seen the movie.
Right.
I personally, in my experience,
Well, I directed you too.
you
but
did.
Yes.
You did.
Yeah.
But I personally, in my experience, think this was the perfect first movie.
Yeah.
It sounds so unique. I mean, I've just been watching from the sidelines for like a year or two now.
Yeah.
And the hype around it for me has just always like built and built. And it's because I do have a lot of friends on the project.
Yeah, you do.
Dave and Ella are both in it as well.
Yes.
And I haven't even watched the trailer. Purposely haven't. I'm going to watch it after this because I wanted to be able to come like everyone else is going to come. And I also am just so excited to just see it finally.
I know.
It's been, I mean, like we're just now talking about it, but I've known about it for so long.
Yeah.
When is it out for anyone?
Hi everybody. It's out October 17th on Apple, Amazon, and Fandango.
Fandango.
Sorry, Fandango. And then it comes out on like Tubi, Freevee, Bing Bing, Ding Dong, whatever. It comes out in like November, and I think on cable too. But we're screening in LA.
Okay.
October 21st. October 14th and October 16th at the Laemmle.
You heard it here first.
October 14th at Laemmle Royal. And then Laemmle Glendale on the 16th. Yeah.
So if you're looking for a unique story with incredible actors, amazing writing.
Thank you.
Come out and support. I know I'm going to be there.
You're definitely going to be there.
I want to come to one where you and Malcolm are both going to be there, or at least one of you.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to like talk after this.
I will be at all of them.
I figured you would be, but I know like Malcolm has a different schedule.
Yes. Malcolm, I think is going to be I think he's going to be at all of them too.
Okay, cool. Great.
You got options.
So come to all of them.
Yeah. On the one on the 14th, like I think a lot of the cast are going to be there. We're going to do a giant Q&A. So.
And you know what? Maybe since we're doing this, maybe I'll like try to video it a little bit, but I'll also get some behind the scenes moments with people and pull them aside and like put it on here for you guys since we're already talking about it.
Yeah. A little bit more tea for you.
A little more tea.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited.
Me too.
I'm excited for you.
This is my first podcast I've been on.
Welcome.
I know.
I'm so glad I could be your first.
I know. You're my first. This is my virginity being broken right now.
What is like what part of this project makes you the most proud?
The people I've met and the team that I put together is
we met during this project.
That's exactly like and just the family that I built and I really that's what I didn't I was so I mean, it was a one-man journey for a long time wanting to make something. And then when you hire all these people, they become part of this project. And now I feel responsible for them. And like, I didn't really, maybe even when we were shooting, I didn't even know them that well, but that was like 2 years ago. Yeah. And we've been talking about the promotion and everything. And like, they've become my best friends. Like I love
We even worked on another project with Malcolm, right? You worked on Night.
Yeah, you worked on Night. Yeah, that was, that's his brainchild. But he needed somebody to kind of tell people where to go and move around. So I was there.
The tea on that project is that was my favorite project I've ever done because I want to do period pieces so badly. And I got to do my period piece.
You got to have the dress.
And I got to show people. Now I'm like, see, look at this period piece I did. It's just a moment, but can you see? Can you see why?
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's fun. It's fun. The costumes, the voices, it's exciting. And that was a good one. I mean, we shot that in a cave in Malibu, and but it feels not like it. It feels like of a different time.
Probably the coldest I've ever been. I have a video.
You were freezing freaking cold.
I have a
You
video.
were wearing a sheer dress, and it was like 55
I was
degrees.
topless for some of it too.
You were topless. Yeah. That's true. I forgot about that.
The tea.
Yeah.
But I remember someone like took a video, and I'm like shaking. I'm like, can I see? And like in my voice is shaking, and I still have that video. I'm like, that's how cold I was.
Yeah.
But it was worth it. It was beautiful.
Hey, that's acting for you. You know what I mean? Like you got to jump in cold water sometimes. I mean, that's why you get paid the big bucks when you're famous. You know?
Yeah. Or that's why your friends put you in projects because
You're like, she'll do anything we say, you know? Yeah.
Honestly, for a good movie, yeah, probably. If you can show me an end product, I'll be like, where am I jumping? Where? Do you have insurance? No.
That's how Malcolm was. I mean, the things I would make Malcolm do. I mean, Malcolm, he was jumping off fences. He was like soaking wet, walking down, West Hollywood. He'll do anything.
That's how I feel That's how I feel about modeling and acting.
Oh yeah.
My last question is always how much am I getting paid, which is why I need a team because that's never my concern. And then I'm like, and that's why you have survival jobs, babe, because you never ask that. You're always just like, I'm in. Like, I'm so passionate about it that it's not about the money.
It's not about the money. I mean, I would do this for free, but don't tell anybody that. Please pay me. But like, I would.
Yeah.
It's like, and that's the thing. You have to have that perspective. You can't. It can't be a means to an end. You can't want to be famous
for acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do because you're poor.
Yeah, you're poor.
You know how many? I have 4 survival jobs. 4.
Yeah, list those out real quick for the viewers at home.
I work at a grocery store from 5 a.m. to 1. Then I work at a steakhouse from like 4 to 10 or 12, depending on the day.
Gosh.
And then I also like do movie reviews for a YouTube account.
Wow.
And then this is a job, but this is my favorite job.
Yeah, this is fun.
Those survival jobs, like this is like, I'm so transparent. That's what it takes sometimes. And I haven't had to have a survival job in so long. And now all of a sudden I'm like, we're surviving really hard right now.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Well, maybe you can get like Lipton or something to like sponsor this. Lipton, or you want to sponsor this, the tea?
You heard it here first.
Lipton tea. Yeah, exactly.
John, maybe you can work on that for me.
Yeah. I'll reach out. Let
me know.
I have some people. Yeah.
I think I had another question for you. Doing this film.
Yeah.
What did you find like the most difficult part of this process? Like there's so many difficulties that arise and how did you get to where you are now?
I would say difficulties, mostly pragmatic. It was like scheduling, permits, figuring out the budget, getting locations. Like none of it from a creative capacity was ever difficult. It was like, I learned more on this film about like everything around making a movie. Marketing is hard. Promoting a movie, I don't like selling things. I don't like, I feel nervous about it. One thing that's cool is I feel like I can market like Malcolm or Mark or Natasha or Allison. And I feel like marketing them allows me to do it without feeling too icky.
Yeah.
But I would say the marketing has been hard, but also rewarding. Like, we've been doing a tour, going to different cities in America and like finally getting to hear people laugh and gasp. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. So even the marketing has a cool side to it.
I've never considered myself like a comedic actress. And I was
I
was in a project and I made people laugh and I was like,
you're like, this is a new, feeling? Oh, you're like, oh my gosh.
I was like, all of a sudden a comedian is born.
Right.
And my friends do tell me like, why don't you ever be yourself in your auditions and act funny? I'm like, I can't act funny. And it's like when I'm not trying.
Yeah.
But I think I'm leaning more towards like comedic acting, but like dry because that's, it's a mixture for me. But like I am very self-deprecating because I want you to laugh with me.
I agree. I was about to say the exact same thing. I think you're okay being the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
And I think that's like a sense of like.
As long as I'm making the joke, laugh with me. It's funny.
Right. Yeah. You don't want someone making fun of you. That's never. I mean, but that's like loving. That's bonding. Me and Malcolm make fun of each other all the time. Or me and my good friends. Who you are,
but also I will say that no publicity is bad publicity. I know 100%. There's some people that probably hate watch the show, and I'm here to say thank you.
No,
every view counts, and your eyes matter.
Yes, 100%.
I mean, it's no publicity is bad publicity. So
totally,
laugh with me, laugh at me, as long as you're laughing.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And fucking, you need some haters. You know what I mean?
That's how you know you made it.
That's the only way to get big on the internet is you need some haters. Yeah. Like, nobody reads good, nice comments. Everyone's looking through for the.
If you don't have haters, then how good are you actually doing?
That's true. Yeah, you need some jealousy.
Yeah,
on the web.
Yeah. But this is just.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. I never thought
I'm proud of you. I'm proud
here.
of you. And I've always thought you were super talented. And like, as we were saying like before we went on the air, I think it's like, it's cool to like have a group of people that all are very inspired, very ambitious, and are working and trying. You know what I mean? Because for a lot of time, I've had people like drop off or not follow their dreams. But LA, and specifically my friendship group of the people that I've gotten close with, like they're hungry and they keep going.
I will say like this year.
And one day there's gonna be a studio audience here, maybe.
Literally,
right.
I'm hoping.
Right.
I've always wanted to have a podcast, and I will say like, shout out to my producer, Brandon. This would not be possible without him taking a chance on me. And this is like everything to me. Like this podcast means everything to me right now. Like coming out of like one of the worst seasons of my life, this has been such like a, wow, life isn't so bad.
Yeah.
Especially like working the survival jobs I'm working now, and like with the schedule I have, it's like the one thing that keeps me like so happy to be like, I'm still doing something for myself and for my future. And this is only right now.
Oh, it's sustenance.
I think that's so important for any creative that's like hustling really hard right now to know is like, this is only for right now. So like keep going, because I have so many people that are like, I just got back from vacation. I've been vacationing all summer. And I'm like, must be nice.
Yeah.
I've been working 18-hour days.
Totally.
And it's like, it's hard because it's like, you're so happy for them, but you're also just like, damn, why can't that be me? I wanted to be in Italy this summer.
Right. But then you talk to a lot of people who do have a lot of like kind of like financial security and have like these proper 9-to-5 jobs, but there's something missing, you know?
Exactly.
They're like, oh, I wish I could watercolor. I wish I could play the drums or whatever it is.
I would rather be working and struggling the way I am now for the next 5 years than to go back home and get married and have kids.
For sure. And also you can fail at the safe bet. You know what I mean?
Can.
Like there's a lot of you could, your company could go under. Like I know a lot of people who were in tech who were making $200,000 a year and like now their companies are gone. I'm like, what are you gonna do now? It's like, so life is never
I have never
predictable.
slept less, so this could be the delusion talking. I have never been happier. Okay, Sydney Sweeney, I'm with you. I have never been happier, okay?
Oh my God, same here. I'm overworked, I'm burnt out, I'm underslept, I'm not eating. I mean, like one meal a day.
We are in the same boat.
I'm alive, baby. You know what I mean? It makes me feel it. It's great.
Yeah.
You know?
A little manic, it's okay.
Little manic, you know what I mean? Like a little, a little bit like subdermal stress, you know what I mean? But generally speaking, stoked.
I work best this way.
Me too. I'm good under pressure.
Yeah,
I'm good under pressure. Yeah.
When there's no pressure, I'm like, I'll leave that for later until
I need
there's
stakes.
pressure.
Yes, totally.
But I did have some fun questions for you.
Yay, cool. Let's do it.
This is going to be a speed round. So
shit. Okay,
you're going to say the
Okay.
first thing that comes to your mind. There's no wrong answers.
It's like word association.
Sure, but
Okay.
it's also fun. So just have fun with it, okay?
All
right. Favorite movie?
Fargo.
Okay. If you had to change your name to a type of pasta, what would it be?
Fusilli.
Which vegetable is the most judgmental?
Broccolini. Who the fuck are you?
Okay,
Broccolini?
yeah. Do you believe in ghosts, aliens, or talking animals?
Aliens for sure.
Is cereal soup?
Eventually, once you're done with the cereal part, yeah.
Do you trust squirrels?
No, they're up to something.
Are you secretly a bad driver in video games?
No. You mean like Grand Theft Auto? Like
Sure,
driving around?
any of them.
No, in Grand Theft Auto, I stop at every stop sign. I do right away. Yeah, I'm actually better in the game than I am in real life. Yeah.
Liar.
True.
What is your biggest conspiracy theory that you actually kind of believe in?
Oh, I'm not very conspiratorial. I would say, man, I don't know. Illuminati, I guess.
I'm with
Jimmy
you.
Kimmel. I know you're. I know what you're doing out there.
I'm with you. Do you talk to yourself when you're alone?
All the time.
Me too. Is ketchup a smoothie?
Is ketchup a smoothie?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess because you're kind of like you've blended a vegetable into something. Oh man, I guess I would like to say no, but I guess you're right. Technically speaking, scientifically in a scientific sense, it is.
Great, we're gonna be getting smoothies later.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Ketchup packets.
Yeah. Does the government use pigeons to track us?
Definitely me. And they're near my car all the time.
I believe so.
Yeah.
What
there
is the
pigeons
best?
in LA? I don't know. There's seagulls.
Only the ones that are tracking you.
Right. Yes.
Obviously.
Oh, God.
What is the best name for a pet rock?
Probably Pebble.
Pebble.
Yeah.
I like to name things like
Margaret or something.
Yes.
Like a very like Steve.
I want a cat, so I can name it something absolutely ridiculous like
yes,
that.
Yeah.
What is
a
the
cat
most,
named Dog? Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
What is the most useless superpower?
Heightened sense of smell.
Oh my God. That would be the worst one to have.
That'd be the worst in specific situations, like at the airport.
In a lot of situations.
Yeah.
What celebrity would you trust to house sit your goldfish?
Which celebrity? Oh my God, Martha Stewart.
She might cook it.
She might a beautiful fillet. Ooh,
it might be worth it.
Yeah.
If Jurassic Park was real, would you visit?
God, it's so stupid, but yeah, I'd go. I'd for sure. I'd go straight to the Velociraptor cage. Yeah. I'm like, what's going on over there?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of guys
100%. I'd have the smoothie and everything in the shirt.
It's just ketchup.
I'd get the merch.
You just have the ketchup packets.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Scoring
heroes or villains? Whose side are you on?
Oh, Beach Boys, kind of that vibe. I mean, I feel like maybe I'm a Slytherin in many ways. I mean,
villains have more fun.
Villains do have more fun, but you can't advocate for them. So I say heroes just for one day. Yeah.
Okay, I love that. Who is the most trustworthy cartoon sidekick?
Shoot. Stimpy?
I don't know that one.
I'd say Pinky.
Oh, okay.
I'd say Pinky.
Okay. What is the silliest word in the English language?
Crepuscular.
And what does that mean?
It's like the light at dawn and dusk.
We just became an educational podcast, guys.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You can be in one movie, but it's for the rest of your life. Which movie is it?
Dazed and Confused.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah, just hanging
That's a good
out,
one.
hanging out by the car, smoking weed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drinking warm beers.
I can't wait to ask that question to so many people and just like get their answers because
I'm really curious what some people might do as well. It's like if you're
I mean, some people are crazy. Some people might pick like
Sophie's Choice,
Hunger Games.
God, shit.
It depends how exciting you want it to be.
Yeah, exactly. I prefer a more laid back existence. You know what I mean? I don't want to be hunted by my peers.
Mine depends
frankly.
on the day.
I don't want to hunt my peers. You really? You want to hunt your peers sometimes?
It feels kind of like we're living in the Handmaid's Tale anyway.
It does really feel like that.
Yeah, today I was like reading that this is like the 50 years since women have been able to get mortgages without a man's signature.
We were just talking about that with my friend too. I don't know that's in the ether right now. And I think it's 30 years. I think it was like it was like the 80s or something that you needed a guy to sign. Oh,
the article that I read was 50.
Okay.
50.
God.
I saw it on the internet.
Sure.
You shouldn't trust everything.
Or get a loan. No, why am I mansplaining to you when this is, that is terrible. I'm so sorry. No, but I thought it's just crazy that it was that recently.
I read that.
And that long after you could vote, after suffragettes too. It's crazy.
I bought a house in Texas when I was 22.
Oh my God, good for you.
Thank you.
How'd you do that?
I worked at a restaurant job for 10 years. I made
guess
really
a house
good money.
in Texas is different to a
I was
house
a
in-
general manager. It was no big deal.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, it was also like nothing.
Right.
But I was really proud of that accomplishment. And I was thinking about it and I was like, I should have been even more proud of it because
it's amazing.
That's crazy that it was just 50 years ago. It doesn't feel that long ago. We weren't, what?
I know.
You know that
it's insane.
I still, if I wanted to right now, I can't get my tubes tied. Like it's not legal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and so I was having these conversations
like
today.
medically, like messing with girls' hormones with contraceptive, pills, and like for dudes, it's like literally a snake skin is still all we freaking got. You know what I mean? It's like it's just so rudimentary and just wild.
I don't know how we got on this very serious topic, but
let's get fucking political.
I'm glad we're here. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Kind of to end the segment.
Sure.
Go watch Molar. I'm in it.
Go watch Molar, please do.
This man worked so hard on it.
So far,
Tears.
Instagram.
Was there blood?
Yes. Tears, sweat, and blood.
It's in the trailer, actually. I don't know if it was his blood, but there's blood in it.
There is blood.
Go watch this movie. I'm going to be at the screenings. He's going to be at the screenings. Ask questions. If you come because you heard of this podcast, mention it to him so he'll come back because we obviously need him to come back and bring Malcolm.
Yeah, I'll bring Malcolm next time.
Yeah.
We'll bring the whole cast and
Please
crew,
do.
and we can just fit them right around me.
They can sit on the floor. And
Yes, I'll be like a preschool.
Yeah, it'll be
I
great.
love it.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. This was so fun.
Yeah,
You're amazing at this.
Thank you so much.
You really are.
Till next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope to see you soon.